Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Aegis Visuals, man. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to the show, man. How's everybody doing? I see a bunch of dudes like typing a bunch of stuff in the chat. Today is a special day. We're finally doing something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. We've had this Instagram for the longest time called the Aegis Street Special Instagram, and it functioned primarily as like a Instagram magazine. But today, we're introducing something else entirely new among a co-host, Siva.
How's everybody doing?
Welcome, man. How are you doing?
I'm good. Also, the entirely thing that's entirely new about me is co-hosting.
Yes.
Everything else is old and worn.
Oh, man. You're fine. You're doing just great, man. Hell yeah. No, we have a bunch of stuff that we want to like just talk about and have a good time around. But let it be known very, very early on here, we've never really done something like this, so it's probably gonna be a little rusty, I'd say, like fucky, and we're just gonna fuck around and find out. So
this is a test.
This is nothing but a test. Let's see if it works. If it works and we're having fun with it and there's a bunch of like interaction on YouTube and whatnot, then hey, let's keep doing it.
Yeah, then we'll do another test. And then we'll do like 50 more tests, and then maybe we'll be ready for like something proper and not shitty.
Exactly. And during the show, we are going to disable every single redemptions, like how you guys earn reputation. You can spend it on stuff in the Twitch chat. That's disabled, as well as the alerts. So but yeah, thank you so much everybody for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Already at 27 viewers, so we have yet to figure out if we should do this live, or like if it should be continued to be done live, or if it should be like a separate recording. So but for now, we're gonna do it live because that's how I built it, and I think it's really cool. But yeah, man, thinking about the fact that there's probably a lot of people that never really knew what Aegis is about, because this is going to end up on YouTube and people have only seen us like release cars or your wonderful fucking post-processing filter, Siba. People keep thinking that's my work, by the way. Don't know why.
People keep thinking we're the same person.
Yes.
And this is largely because naming the filter C13 Aegis in retrospect was a horrifyingly bad decision.
Yeah, probably so. Probably so.
I mean, for clarity's sake, it was bad.
Yeah.
For the purposes of cross promotion, it's working great.
Certainly is. No doubt about that. Y'all are the same person? I doubt it. But yeah. Yeah, and your filter is like the most used one at this point, right?
I have no idea. I have no actionable data. Mm-hmm. It's wildly recognized as existing. Mm-hmm. Which is, in this space, it's a great thing.
Right.
If people know you exist, that's generally most of your success as far as filter building goes.
True. Very true. Very true. And in terms of like our partnership, we've been, I don't know, I feel like I started like doing AC stuff like everybody else was doing, asking for links and stumbling around in the dark trying to figure out what was up and down. And I don't remember how we met, but I think somebody told me that you could probably do some Lua for like, I think that was actually Banksy, Kai.
So the thing that actually brought us together was Zaint was up in my server saying that Kai is looking for someone who can help him with the MFD on one of his earlier R34s.
That was it.
And I was like, I can have a look. Mm-hmm. MFDs are like way, way beyond my wheelhouse. And to this day, that's still true. Mm-hmm. I have not expanded my expertise in that area, so don't go asking. But it was the interesting foot in that actually sort of got me talking with the guys with what is now the old team, essentially.
Yeah.
But I think overall a lot of good things came out of essentially. I mean, Zane, I'm sorry, but essentially you brown nosing both me and B.
Pretty much.
We love you though.
We love you, Saint. Make no
We love
mistake.
you.
Yes, we do. We actually do. We might be tough on you, but it's nothing but love. Nothing but love. All right.
And it feels like that's probably been what, like 3-ish years.
Wait, no. Has it? We're in 24 now. We just started in 21. Then it died for like a year or so.
So it would have been 2.
Yeah, something like that. 2 years of friendship and camaraderie. And we love it. You've been here since almost day 1, and you've had my back at every turn. And for that, I seriously thank you. For that, I publicly thank you so much, Siba. Truly.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And, but yeah, Aegis been around for a minute now, 2021. And our roots was actually from Car X, but now we do a bunch of different things among servers. Well, it's mostly out of our own pockets, right? But we create cars too. We have a really great set of people that we can pull on and get some insanely awesome content made. But yeah, hell yeah. What else is there to touch on?
Speaking of that, B,
what's up?
Want to talk about what's coming up for Aegis stuff?
Ooh, yeah. In case you guys haven't noticed, there's 2 brand new servers in the server section on our Discord, and both of those servers are race servers where you have a practice round, qualification, and proper race session. And currently we only have those 2 servers, and that's really dope. Kampu and Stan and a bunch of really awesome people have worked tirelessly on getting this to function with what is Assetto server development. And now you can do real races with traffic. So we're definitely gonna try and fuck around with that for like
so
a LAC
real
server.
Races with traffic coming ASAP.
Hopefully, yes. We need some permission.
Has anybody seen Need for Speed the movie?
Hey,
I feel like that is a criminally underrated film. Aaron Paul does such a good job in it.
Yes.
Also some legendary cars, but also that final race, man, that is the stuff of dreams.
Oh, dude, hell yeah! Actually, wait. I've only seen like cutscenes from this. I've never actually played the game.
No, there is no game.
The crew. Oh wait, you're talking about
crew.
Need for Speed the game. I thought you were for a second. Yeah, I was thinking about the run.
Need for Speed the movie.
The movie.
Not Need for Speed the run the game. Need for Speed the movie, which is also phenomenal.
Yes.
But also that hill climb with supercars through American wildlands, that we need to do that on LAC.
That'd be so insane.
And we need to do it fast, man.
Yeah, we probably do. Yeah.
I don't have chat open because I don't have Twitch open, but show hands in chat who wants to see raceable LA canyons with traffic.
Put them up. Put them up. Yes. LK immediately out with the fucking Machina club icon. I uploaded those to Twitch, so if you subscribe, you can use those however you like in any chats across the entire Twitch space. Yeah. We did also put down a few notes for a couple of different things we should definitely go talk about. Who is Bethuel and Siba, and how did they contribute and better the Assetto Corsa modern community? I feel like we touched on that a little bit already. I feel like I do my part and you do your part. Once again, like, these graphics would not be possible without you. Obviously without Ilya, not to mention Peter Bose as well. You know, you guys are doing phenomenal stuff. And yeah, there's been a lot of drama surrounding your stuff too. People straight up fucking stealing your code, bro.
It would be so nice to not get into that, but
Yes.
yeah, it's I think it's a testament to the quality of my work that other people want to sell it off as their own.
Mm-hmm.
I think
very true.
I think that speaks volumes, and there's a large part of me that is flattered by it. There's also the part of me that knows enough copyright law to take action.
God.
You know, don't steal shit, kids.
Don't do it.
It's bad for everyone. It's bad for everyone.
Don't do it. Yeah. And yeah, I'm just trying to
read the documentation. Make your own stuff. It's not hard. If
Do
you
it.
run into obstacles, ask for help. There are a lot of really helpful people in the community.
Yes.
And, some of them will give you a hard time, but they'll get you help.
For sure.
Oh my God, that sounded like they'll get you help.
They'll get you help. Yes.
They'll get you.
They'll get you help. Trust.
Trust, you will be institutionalized.
100%.
No, but ask for help. Be courteous about it. And
Yeah.
there are plenty of really helpful, really nice people in the community. I think that
Yes.
as far as salt goes, AC is obvious. I think it's often overstated. I think on average, I've met a lot of really great people here.
Yeah. Same.
And
Misunderstood people too. I had to really, because I've hurt myself so many times. I'm gonna be blunt about that. Yeah, I've obviously I'm not gonna fucking mention anything that's happened. I think that's a really bad idea, like in general. So I'm not gonna talk about that. But yeah, no, I used to be a tight ass, and I really had to hurt myself on the way I act in public spaces, and I just had to do that to learn how to be better, And I feel like I've made it somewhere. I think I'm a working person, like it comes and goes. But yeah.
I feel like if someone tells you the same thing about 50 or 60 times, you listen.
Yeah. I do my best.
You're a knucklehead, my man, and I love you, but God.
It can get bad for sure. Yeah.
Repetition.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It sinks in. You're doing good.
Yes.
You're doing good.
I'm trying.
We're all proud of you.
Thank you.
We're all proud
to
of you
hear
for
it.
being less of a tight ass.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Yeah, especially considering like what Aegis used to be compared to today. Because like I really used to be like, oh, text in the right channels, oh, this and that, no. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's just chill and have a good time. You feel me? Like it's and that's what it ended out that's what it turned into, Now it's a really dope space and people just get to have fun and have a good time. And yeah, there's been a bunch of really cool things happening on the server, not to mention. Yeah, server has been pretty active as of lately. I have been in a bit of a, like, I'd say like, maybe burned out a little, but I'd say I'm pretty back. We're having a good time. But yeah.
Shout out to the Aegis community in general.
Yes.
You guys are great.
100%. You guys are awesome. No doubt. Right. Oh, I do want to like hear about that a little bit. What are you guys currently, what are we up to? I'd rather say I want to hear what you are up to currently project wise.
All right. So,
anything specific?
There is the thing that I wanted to do this week, but sort of slipped my mind. So I am releasing publicly for free my half-baked LA Canyon skin, which uses, as a suggestion, it uses satellite imagery to sort of repaint the terrain. And it's basically what it achieves is satellites show you where plants are because ground is green there. Mm-hmm. And the way Phoenix made the map is where ground is soil colored or sand colored, the ground is sand colored, regardless of whether there are bushes there. Mm-hmm. So the stock LA Canyons is a bit drab, a bit bland. My skin sort of brings some color back into it. I also did some shader adjustments that make it play a lot better with pure, because let's not forget, LA Canyons is a really, really old track by modding standards right now, and it's still one of, like, layout wise and just concept wise, it's an actual recreation of the roads around the LA Canyons. It is so accurate that if you use actual satellite imagery and lay it over the track map, it fits. All of it fits. That's how accurate it is. And it deserves the love. It definitely doesn't deserve any sort of monetization. In fact, in case someone was afraid that I was gonna pull that, no, like this is my way of showing my appreciation for the track, and trying to get people to sort of give it another go if they've sort of gone tired of it.
Right. I don't think a lot of people know that you like release skins other than you have your post processing filter.
If you don't, if you don't know I do skins, check out the C13 Automotive Patreon, because I don't release skins on Race Department, on formerly Race Department, currently known as Overtake.gg or something, whatever it is, because file sizes just don't compute. But I have done sort of a high definition refresh of Gunsai Toge. You can, it's all of these skins are free. You can check it out on my Patreon.
Yes.
You can also find a snow skin for LA Canyons, which is pure fantasy. It doesn't snow in LA, but I miss Alps, man.
Yeah,
I miss
dude.
good snowy Alps maps.
Yeah.
And it's just a different vibe. Go give it a go. Like we're way into fucking spring right now, so it's no longer seasonally appropriate if you look out the window. But if you miss winter, give that a go.
Yes.
But I think most people know my work on the SRP reskin.
Yeah.
I think most people have heard of the so-called C13 Aegis Shudo skin, which is not what it's called. It's called Aegis Modern by C13.
Yeah.
That is getting an update soon.
Okay. Wait, for which version of the map?
Technically, since I just keep adding onto it, it should be compatible with every version starting with the public release 0.9.1.
Okay, sweet. Awesome.
The problem is,
What's the problem?
I don't do testing.
Oh God.
So
I guess we'll figure it out then.
Your mileage may vary. I test everything on the latest PTB.
Right.
But material names wise and everything, it should work all the way back to 0.9.1. That's what's happening. Other than that, I can, I guess, hint at that C13 Automotive is expanding into car mod procurement. So I'm not doing things myself, but I am trying to make some moves behind the scenes.
Okay.
Getting the right people, getting them proper compensation,
right,
to try and make some good quality public mods happen. And I hope that we'll see the results of that soonish. But as is the case with Aegis, I'd really want to focus on quality.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
this isn't about a content mill or anything.
No.
It's just it was born out of a pure lack of quality content to run.
Yes. Yes.
And all of the best stuff is paid or private.
Yes.
And which, in essence, I don't have anything against paid mods.
Whatsoever.
I especially don't have anything against private mods.
Yeah. We condone it. I'm sure on both of our servers, right? In our Discords and whatnot.
Yeah. If you make paid content, if you put a lot of effort in it, good. If you found a market for it, if you found a user base, excellent. Yeah. I hope that your user base helps you explore your passions and pursue, your dreams.
Hell yeah.
From a community standpoint, paid mods do very little because it becomes not a jump in, jump out situation. Especially now that we have automatic content download in both, that is normalized. This has been a thing for a very long time.
It has.
Automatic content download that is normalized, that it becomes a big problem when you're running paid mods.
Right.
That very much limits the accessibility of both your server and the community and everything else.
Yes.
Because even if the mods are affordable and very cheap, it is additional hoops to jump through.
Without a doubt.
And I'm not the only one who started doing this. I think Fair's Fair, Aftershock, has been making moves with some really, really interesting builds coming out. And I think that, oddly enough, in the death throes of Assetto Corsa 1, with AC Evo being scheduled to enter early access at the end of the year.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
But the modding scene is actually seeing a sort of a rebirth, which is really fun and really exciting, because we're actually likely to see AC Evo go head to head with AC1. So Kunos needs to
really
actually get their shit together and compete with a bunch of shithead fucking nerds making content out of their bedrooms and living rooms and it's like, because it's passion versus market motivation, right? Because Kunos can't do everything, but Ilya's a giant nerd. He like touches everything that he finds interesting.
All of it, breaks it again and again. Figure it out.
Yeah, but it's just a science project to him. He does it because he's interested in whether or not he can.
Yeah.
Which brings us, to two interesting points.
Yes.
You
LCS.
Has anybody seen the leaked picture of AC Evo?
What? No.
Because
wait, I haven't seen that.
Because I can't find it. I would have sent it to you if I found it again. So someone
What?
took a picture of a display at, I imagine, Kunos's headquarters.
Okay.
It's there's a rig. There's an Odyssey G9, so the big curved thing, which is obscuring the vast majority of itself.
Okay.
But on the very lower left of the screen, you can see a bit of what's happening. And there's rain.
Okay.
And there's a rear view mirror. And you can tell that it's likely the cockpit of a Lotus, of the new Lotus supercar.
Right. Okay.
And the UI is definitely not Competizione.
Okay.
So what we know about AC Evo is that there's likely going to be another technological partnership with Lotus, as with the first game. There is definitely going to be rain. And I guess it's far enough in development that it's drivable, which makes sense. But also that it supports super ultra wides, which also makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, what we know about AC2 is that people are driving it. It has Lotuses in it, and it has rain.
Awesome.
So come October or November, I'm not exactly sure how much the timeline has shifted, because a delay in AC Evo's release was announced due to the difficulty of implementing a laser scan Nordschleife to Assetto Corsa Competizione.
Right.
So Kunos actually had to take people off AC2 and back into ACC because SRO added Nordschleife to their calendar.
Right.
But,
okay.
But you know,
smokes.
AC2 coming this year. Very exciting. Hopefully. God, let it happen with actual proper modding support.
Yes. Now, because have they said anything about that or no?
They've said years ago. They've said that AC2 isn't a spin-off like ACC.
Okay.
And they are moving back to a custom proprietary engine.
Okay.
And the modding was historically a big part of Assetto Corsa, but explicitly no one has stated anything that I've seen about modding support.
Okay.
Now, Kunos would be kind of dumb
not to
not include any sort of modding support, especially considering that Rensport has announced modding support.
I have yet to play Rensport.
I did get a beta key to give away, so there will be a giveaway for a Rensport key on C13 Automotive in a bit. We're doing Fallout New Vegas right now. But
that's on your Discord. I should have
amazing.
included that in your in the animated thing in the bottom left corner of your damn.
Episode 2 of this doesn't bomb.
Yeah.
But Rensport, if anybody doesn't know, actually has announced modding support via essentially the Unreal editor, because the thing runs on Unreal Engine, which means map creation and so on is like infinitely easier than Assetto Corsa, because you can just use Unreal Engine tools.
Right.
And Unreal Engine tools are really good.
Okay, sweet.
But it's going to be a walled garden environment.
Okay.
So everything gets submitted to the team, to the company, and then they approve it, and then it's available on the internal marketplace.
That. Yeah, okay. Well,
so, you know, like...
Maybe that's a good move, though.
Doing it the way we do it here is just wouldn't fucking fly, because intellectual property, right? Legal gray area.
Yeah,
But if Assetto Corsa 2 were to, I guess this would be like best case scenario, same way of openness as AC1 is, with better tools, better engine, better everything.
I wonder if they're going to pay some modders from AC1 to include those modders' cars in their new game.
So the thing is, the only modders who would be eligible for this sort
There's
of
people
inclusion.
who didn't rip GT7, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we would be talking about A3DR, who did the wonderful NFS packs. We were talking about Benno Bro, who did the Singer 911.
Okay.
Because if in case you didn't know, the Lamborghini Miura and the Shelby Cobra, those were mods
Oh
that
shit.
Kunos then licensed
Yeah.
with AC or Shelby and then Lamborghini to get them included. The Miura, the Miura that you're driving in AC started its life as a mod on Assetto Corsa.net.
That's really interesting. Wow. Okay.
So it has been known to happen, but we'll see. AC2 is also entering the market as an early access title, much like AC1 did. So feasibly, I don't see any issues with modded content getting included into the official release.
Yeah.
Provided, of course, we get proper modding support. Because as I was saying, worst case scenario, no modding support.
Yeah.
But in that case, like it better be the PC equivalent of like GT7 graphics with, I don't know,
At least.
people say the GT4 was the best GT game, so
Ooh, yeah. I played the shit out of that.
if you want a successful product today, you either need to actually be Assetto Corsa 2. So Assetto Corsa with everything that represents, but not a janky 10-year-old product.
Right. Yeah.
Or you need to be a legitimate competitor to the big names in the sim/simcade market, right? So Forza and Gran Turismo actually are the two titles that bring in the massive numbers, and if you can compete with that on merit, then okay, I can understand from the business perspective why you'd go, okay, so we can't do mods because we're doing this, but we're doing this thing extremely well.
Yep.
Therefore, we don't think that the lack of modding support is going to be a deciding factor when people are looking whether or not they want to purchase this product. But you need to have one hell of a sales pitch to go. It's not AC2.
No,
It's
I don't
AC
think so either.
Evo.
Yeah, it's AC Evo.
Evo. Therefore, modding support was expecting modding support is not really justified because it's not AC2.
It's not the same game. Yeah.
And you know, which makes sense. If I was Kunos, I'd be terrified of competing with AC plus CSP plus all of the jank that we've attached to it over the years. Because you gotta remember, Kunos is still a small team. And you know, you can't take shortcuts like all of the AC content does. Things have to function correctly.
Yeah. It has to be legal and stuff. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. I wonder if they ever reached out to Ilya, like to try and help them fix things, or like with newer titles and whatnot. That'd be super interesting to figure out.
That would be interesting, though. I have no idea what the interaction between Ilya's software and AC actually looks like. If it's following like any sort of general good use practices or whatever.
Right.
So from that aspect, it's hard to tell whether Kunos would be interested in that sort of programming.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Even though the man is a wizard, right?
He fucking is, dude. You know, that dude is a wizard, man. Holy smokes. Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which, to those of you who have read the release notes of Custom Shaders Patch 0.2.3 Preview 211, you may have read about linear color space.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So hands up in chat who's read about linear color space. Be you to the readout, because I don't have the readout.
Yeah.
Basically, linear color space is, without a doubt, like the next step in AC graphics. It is the thing everyone has been waiting for.
Yep.
That said, currently it is broken and jank, and I don't recommend using it. Regardless of my recommendation though. You should play with it if you're willing to run some older filters and default weather effects.
Yeah, a bunch of default stuff. Yep.
Because in the right conditions, with the right content, it does look really good.
Really good. The
That
darks
said,
are dark, the lights are light. It's insane.
reflections are currently broken.
Yeah.
And a bunch of other things. So Peter Bosey is actively working on implementing LCS in Pure. And that's going rather splendidly. All things considered. Now, within the context of Pure, the visual difference is actually not going to be as massive as you may imagine.
Okay.
Because Pure already does so many things so well.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Because so I'm not a colorist. I haven't graduated from any sort of math adjacent program. So
You're
I
a
don't
clever guy though, so I'm sure you definitely did your fucking homework, bro, to make ends meet. Holy shit.
I did some of my homework, yes, but LCS versus gamma space is more complex than
I can imagine
surface level expertise.
Oh god,
but
yeah.
Essentially, if the thing that matters for us is that in linear space, color addition, so especially is noticeable / important in scenarios where you're casting light onto objects, that is much more faithfully recreated in linear space. Now I think the way I understand this is most of the content you consume is in gamma space anyway, because everything you watch has a gamma adjustment curve. Everybody who's in video and stuff is probably familiar with the fact that we run most things in 2.2 gamma. Because I think it has something to do with the fact that our eyes don't perceive light linearly. It's more vision-esque. Because human eyes are just, garbage, as you know.
Right. Yeah.
So there is this adaptive layer that we're putting on everything so that it looks good. But data-wise, we're mostly, I think cameras and stuff mostly works in linear like space. There are merits to both, of course, linear and gamma. But if you want to play fancy games with graphics, with lights, with reflections and materials, generally you need to do the computing in linear space.
Okay.
So what we're looking at for the near to midterm future in AC is a finally proper PBR.
Holy shit.
So track makers, beware. Adjust your workflows, because it's about to get fucking real.
It's about to get real and fucking annoying for a lot of fucking people.
it's probably gonna be there is going to be this period of annoyance where the old methods don't work.
Yeah.
Because you can't just emulate the entire thing away.
Yeah.
But best case scenario is a year from now, our modded content for AC looks better than Forza Motorsport.
Right.
Like Forza Motorsport in its best presentation.
Yeah, because Motorsport. Yeah.
It's a mixed bag, right?
It's pretty shit.
So I wouldn't go as far as saying it's gonna look better than GT in its best presentation.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Oof.
Because here's the thing: AC already looks better than Forza Motorsport and GT7 in their worst presentations.
Yeah.
Because when GT7 misses lighting, it like doesn't miss like a little bit. It's like
it's fine. Really,
we have a car, and we have the environment, and then the reflection of the map is from the moon.
It's the moon. Yeah.
It's a void of nothingness. Yeah. Is the matte paint? No, matte is. I mean, is the matte paint? Is the paint matte?
It's the paint matte. Yeah.
Is the paint matte? No, we got that one wrong, boys. Will we patch it? Nope. Nobody uses spaces escapes anyway. Forza is built as it should be, built from the ground up, which means it's almost exclusively old models and resources. God. And it tends to look bad. But I expect great things for AC visuals. An annoying thing is filters that use custom tone mapping will just need to be that section will need to be rewritten completely.
Oh, completely.
So yeah, I'm looking at like 100 hours of work easily.
Oh man. Okay. Can everybody just like you guys that are watching both on YouTube and Twitch? Can you like hear that for a minute? He's gonna spend 100 hours, give or take. Sure, it might not be 100 hours, but it's definitely gonna be like somewhere up there. This is really what we do. We can't help this. This is nothing but a hobby. We want to create these things. Most of us are doing it completely free of charge. Thank God Seba is able to make a little fucking money on the side from doing this shit. But we just couldn't help ourselves. We love doing this shit. So like just to once again
the
publicly,
horrifying truth is I'd be doing just probably as much of this as I am currently, even if it wasn't making money.
Same. We totally would. I mean, not making money. I'm spending it. I'm like maybe $4,000 in already, but I can't help myself, man. Not to mention my rig, but I thank God got that through my stream. You know, like I still can't thank Ken and Legend enough for that. But yeah, go ahead. You were about to say something. What's up?
Yeah, I completely forgot what that was.
Oh,
but
shoot.
the
100 hours.
Yeah, 100 hours on the tone mapping, tone mapping math.
Yes.
Hopefully less. That would be nice. Less. If I also need to rejig auto exposure, I'll just end the Aegis and start from scratch. Cause...
new PP. We can do that. Yo, we can make like a not Aegis branded at all, but like something else entirely different, like fully like branded and everything. I would love to help with that.
Here's the thing. So the filter landscape is weird.
Yeah.
Because number one, your eyes don't work the same in the morning as they do in the evening.
Yeah.
Neither do mine. And yet I'm the guy that decides what your game looks like. That's an interesting thought, right?
Huh.
So if I work on the filter in the morning or if I work on it in the evening, so
Wait, really?
Your entire experience could be different due to when I decide to work on the thing.
Wait, so is there a preference like that you should work on it? Like what's the difference between night and day?
No, like when your eyes are tired, you see colors differently, right?
Oh, okay, shit. So when you should be working on these things,
and when your brain's tired, you perceive colors differently.
Oh.
Right, your vision changes. So
okay, all right, that's really interesting.
I try to keep a handle on whether or not I'm suddenly more sensitive to saturation and need to drop it down, or if it's just the first thing I looked at in the morning and it's whoa, then some vivid colors, right? But I kind of forgot where I was going with this.
You had to work
right.
on it.
Okay. So math. Yeah, if you look at the interesting thing is, so Aegis is sort of I call it a forever project, right?
Yeah,
because
it really is.
It ain't gonna be fucking done.
Nope.
It'll just keep getting quote unquote better. Yes. But like sometimes I have like 7 or 8 old versions installed at a time, so I can sort of check my own work. There has been an identity shift actually since 1.0 to today.
Okay.
There is a notably different way in which I approach shadows and color in general. Aegis has always been fairly highly saturated,
right?
Because within the Aegis context, we use it a lot for streams and stuff, and videos look really good when the colors pop and everything is interesting, regardless of the fact that some people have this preference for muted colors in their game, which fair enough. It's just my work isn't really for you. But I've started resaturating shadows as I've developed. I've started filling in shadows with more light as Pure's entire suite has evolved.
Yeah.
Then I took it too far. I brought it back a little bit, but it's hard to put your finger on the pulse of a long project like this.
Yeah.
Where yes, it is my intention to stay faithful to the identity of the filter. It's never going to look like Color God does.
No.
But it's when you say start something new. I could just fundamentally change a parameter of Aegis and bam, it's something new, right?
Something new, yeah. Pretty much. I think that's what people have done to then make money on your filter. Oh man.
Actually,
Yeah.
occasionally haven't even changed much at all.
Right, they just renamed like a couple of titles. What the fuck?
The first instance where that happened was there were no changes.
Wow.
Yeah, there were no changes to my work, and that same person also resold Slicks. If you know the guy that makes Sky, also super talented guy. Resold his, but that was edited.
Okay.
That actually had the first 5 lines deleted from the script, and the first 5 lines were like a legal copyright notice to not reuse this without permission.
Wow. Yeah, like that's how it goes.
People don't care.
Yeah.
People don't care. Yeah, but it's all good. We keep persevering. It's the good thing about this sort of thing is I'm going to make changes tomorrow, and it's going to probably be better. And then I'm going to make more changes the day after that, and it's probably going to be better. So I can outgrow my older versions really quick.
Okay.
Right? So whereas leaking and reselling things like car and track mods, right, where you're not going to just make it a better version tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the sort of thing that, really hurts the wider community. Because I mean, I know that Skyline's 180SX was leaked a while ago.
Yeah. Come
and
on.
that just
Come on. Horrible. So much wasted work so quickly. Like it's well, it feels wasted. Obviously it's not, right? Like we get to enjoy it today, but not on the terms that we would, have loved it to be. And considering the fact that it's leaked now, he's probably not going to finish it either, because why? Like it's already ruined. The surprise
is it not finished?
Oh, I don't think so. I think there's still stuff to do with it. I think he released the version that's leaked, which is an unfinished version. You know, I think there's a bunch of stuff that isn't working in the not a bunch of stuff.
I think I've yet to see 1.0 on a SK mod.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the 11, I think that was 1.01. So
maybe
actual,
so. Yeah.
Actual release version.
Yeah.
Speaking of mods.
Yes.
Anything you want to additionally hype up today?
Ooh. Well, the thing is, I've been hyping stuff up for so long, and I just want to show you guys stuff at this point, And I will say this: Nadubs, you guys know Nadubs. He's becoming pretty familiar here in the community. He's an awesome videographer. He's been doing this stuff for quite some time. Both not only on AC, but like on so many other things too. Skate, I think, is where he started. He's really cool. He's making a video for the R34 that I've been hyping up for quite some time. The Inevitable, my actual the car that I always wanted made. GMP, Gentleman Performance, aka Remco, he made that happen. And he was just like, yeah, just let me do it for you. Couldn't let him do it for free. Absolutely had to give the guy something. Holy smokes, man. He is such a sweetheart. He is such an awesome personality, which is quite refreshing, actually, to meet somebody that's not super fucking toxic, which is understandable in most of these people's case. But there's the R34, there's a S15 Drift S15 coming out. There is a Drift E92 M3 with an Ericsson kit coming out. There's a grip version of that too. There's a lot of stuff happening, and it's happening slowly but surely. So you guys
can give us timelines?
You know how it goes, Siva. You know how it goes. Oh man, you know how it goes. That is the one thing that's not possible.
Man,
yes,
timelines. You know what I love? I love me patch notes.
Yeah.
And I love me roadmaps with timelines.
Yes. That stuff is awesome. Documentation. Love it.
I'm getting neither from you, my man. But that's okay.
I wish. Yeah. As much as I'd like to give something. I will say this, like, once that video for the R34 is done, like, it'll be released on the day that video is done. It's gonna be out everywhere. Everything's ready for the car. Like, the car is finished.
Right, so to clarify, when the video for the car is done, the car is out.
Correct. Finally. I can't wait. It's got NOS, like proper nitrous. You can arm and disarm and use. Like, it's gonna be. I can't wait to see what people are gonna do with it in videos and whatnot.
I will say this: it's your build,
and it definitely is.
And yeah. I think the last car you've built is the Danger.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Remove the spoiler.
I'm just saying your track record is terrible. I love the Danger.
Yeah. You do?
I love the Danger. It's a great car. It's one of my favorite cars.
All right.
But it's dumb.
It's pretty stupid, ladies and gentlemen.
It's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
So my question is, can I expect the inevitable to be similarly stupid?
No. It's gonna be awesome.
Is it a smart car?
Wait. What do you mean by when you say smart car?
Is it smartly made? Does it make sense?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, it's you still haven't driven it, have you?
I have not driven the inevitable.
Holy shit! Yeah,
I'm holding out.
Okay, all right. I mean, so actually, a friend of the community, what's his name? Igna, I think his name is, newly mod author too.
Igna with his Street Cup
E46
spec and the E46.
Mm-hmm. He gave me a pretty good idea to like make a server with nothing but the inevitable, and then just have a bunch of people like fly around and have a good time or do a stream and blah 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 blah. It's like, that's a great idea.
That is actually for the release week.
Exactly. So I really want to do that.
That is interesting. Also, I'm thinking some Trackmania flood style videos where just like 15 inevitables, one behind the other, like each one hits the fence in a different way, and
yee-hoo! Yeah. Yo, now that you mentioned track, I couldn't help but think of Dirty Joe. Don't know if you guys are familiar with Dirty Joe. Dirty Joe is a guy that's been making scratch-made track mods for a
Please tell me you didn't
time.
Just call Zach Dirty Joe.
That's his name. Oh wait, no, it's CNM.
It's drifty.
Oh my god.
It's Drifty.
It's Drifty Joe, dude. Did I just say dirty? I hate myself. Zach, if you're watching this, I am genuinely sorry about that. Dirty Joe, dude. That's his new name.
Wait. I need to check the internal messages to see if he's left the server.
Is he still here? Oh my god.
He's still here.
Okay, thank God. Drifty Joe. He is a guy that makes scratch-made mods, bunch of tracks. He's made a car, but I think it's private, which is really nice. He is an insanely talented like scratch modeler. It's crazy. He's working on something extremely special, and if you guys don't know about this, you're sleeping on it. Okay, I don't want to. If I'm not mistaken, he probably doesn't want me to bring too much attention to what he's doing, because then things will happen. So I'm gonna like just keep it at that. But soon and surely, you guys will really see something cool. Okay, letting you know now. What else? Is there anything else on the agenda? Fanatec, bro. Well, we don't have much time. We kind of wanted to keep this on an hour, but if you want to continue talking, we can.
I mean, we have some general industry and hardware news. So the Fanatec thing is big because a lot of the people in the community run their gear, including you and including me.
Yep.
So those of you who may not be aware, Fanatec recently replaced Thomas, their CEO, with a new guy because banks sort of set an ultimatum: either replace the CEO or we're not going to continue financing the loans until June, where, I guess they're doing another refinancing deal, whatever.
Right.
Fanatec did an expansion. They borrowed a lot of money to do it. And let's face it, shipping and stock has been a problem. Was it Ollie that ended up waiting like 130 days for his Black Friday?
Yeah, I think that was Ollie. I think it was. I know of a couple of other people, I think from Europe too, that's been waiting forever as well. Yeah.
Yeah, like 100 days for order fulfillment is
Crazy.
unreasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cable mod levels of stuff, and cable mod cables are made like custom by
Yep.
for everyone. So, Fanatec has a new CEO, which will either fix most of the issues they have with supply lines right now, or and then the company continues to newer and greater heights. Either way, it'll be sad that our boy Thomas is no longer part of it, because he was a bit of a giant nerd, right? Like he made some really niche nerdy products and convinced the world to buy it. And we're definitely gonna miss him.
Yeah.
Or
he was a
alternatively,
whole personality for sure. Yeah.
I mean, Fanatec doesn't have a lot of personality. Thomas had a lot of personality.
He really did, yeah.
Especially for a German fellow.
Especially for a German fellow. No offense, Stan. No offense, Kampu. No offense. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess the hope is that the new CEO actually fixes the problems they have with their logistics, and also doesn't stifle the spirit that Fanatec has really become known for, really pushing the envelope further.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, we have Fanatec to thank for Moza.
That's true. Yeah.
And
that's true.
Probably for Simagic's Alpha Mini.
Yep.
A lot of these companies have been moving their product line downwards because Fanatec made a case that there is a market for it. Of course, Fanatec is moving its line upwards. So, eventually the two meet. I hope that the new, because in case people aren't following Fanatec news, Fanatec also now has a CSL rig.
Yeah,
which
it does.
Looks really lightweight, really minimal. A really cool entry-level thing. That I wouldn't put a podium wheel on, to be honest.
Fuck no.
Looks a bit flimsy. With the announcement that we've seen about the new CEO primarily focusing on logistics issues, it would sort of be a shame for this to be their last product launch for a while. Like I'd love to see a sequential shifter or Fanatec shifter, H-shifter SQ 2.0 or whatever the product name is.
Oh yeah, dude. This thing is already great, but like as a sequel build of it, I'd love to see that.
Like a proper redesign of it. Because there is room for improvement. The shaft rotates a little bit.
Yeah,
and
it does. It's a little.
There are some complaints about durability and such. I haven't had a problem. I have this thing for years.
Same.
But I'd love to see a 2.0. I'd love to see a handbrake that isn't shitty.
Yeah, because like I know what you're talking about now, and I have it, but
not because I'd never buy it. I have a Husingfeld.
Holy shit! Okay.
And it's wonderful. It's ugly. I mean, it's ugly because it's just
industrial looking.
It's laser cut aluminum. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Or is it steel? I think it might be steel.
Wouldn't know.
But a proper load cell handbrake, not whatever Fanatec thought was interesting 15 years ago, right?
Right. Yeah.
Because there are a lot of easy wins for them in the near future that they probably have the manpower to spare on. So I'd really like to see them get on top of their logistics issues quickly, so they can bring us interesting products. Because if Moza becomes the main innovator, I mean, all right, fine. I'm just not super comfortable letting a Chinese company sort of take over what has. Yeah, Moza and Simagic are like Chinese companies.
I had no clue.
Yeah, I mean, Fanatec is probably functionally a Chinese company.
Yeah.
All of their shit is made in China, just shipped to Europe.
Yeah.
But engineering has usually been the one thing where, like, Germany in particular has been very strong, right? Because you can see, because Fanatec stuff is generally really well engineered.
Yeah.
Thrustmaster, which is French, not quite as well engineered.
And around we go.
Yeah, so I'm just saying that Fanatec has had this thing about engineering. Obviously, Simagic is just an industrial servo clad in a shell, right? So it's sexy. It looks very engineered, even though it's But I think it would be very, very bad for the industry for Fanatec to go kaput.
Yeah, I think
So let's
so too.
hope that doesn't happen.
I love their modularity. Like, for example, the one reason that made me go Fnatic to start with, and probably still would have, even considering like the differences now, is I have rails on the side of my wheelbase, and the shifter has built-in sequential with the H pattern, right? And these rails made me able to put on these docks, and that's something I'm really happy about. Like, that's something I would love to see a bunch of other people do, companies do. That'd be really cool. Yeah.
I think their approach to design with the CSL-DD and now with the CSLs, with the Club Sport DDs, has been very, very smart. Adding T-slot rails onto the housing of the motor it's a brilliant move. Not only does Fanatec have the best customizability as far as mounting options go, also, as you mentioned, you can mount accessories to it. And
great.
old school Fanatec, right? Like, I have the CSW 2.5 that I'm lending out to my brother right now. That has two mounting options. It has their 3-bolt pattern, which is just 3 holes in the actual casing, or if you put the angle adapter on it, it has 4-hole mounting, and that's it. Which is fine. That's very typical of actual sim racing hardware.
Right.
Thrustmaster has 2 holes, I think, traditionally.
Yeah,
maybe 4 for their stronger wheels. Logitech had 2. They're static holes, but by putting mounting options on T-slot rails, like, this was a genuine innovation in the space.
Yeah. Genuinely.
And it's this sort of thing that would be terrible to lose.
It really, that's true. It's true. I love my rig so much. Oh man,
I'm glad.
And not to mention the profile rig. If you guys don't know, and you're still sitting on your home built, I mean, you can literally tell, like, you can say from experience, Siva, it's so much better with like a proper rig compared to home built, is it not? Enlighten me on that a little bit. I want to know.
All right, so yes. If you can afford it, if you can budget for it, metal is the way to go for sim rigs.
Yes.
If you can DIY metal, good on you. Like, that's great, especially if you can build in some adjustability to it without inducing weird wobble or bad engineering practices, like using set screws on rotating bits and stuff like that. But yes, I've had a wooden rig for 15 plus years.
Wait, 15?
Yeah. I built my first rig with my best friend at the time when I was 15.
What?
And that was my first wooden rig. Before that, I raced on desks. And
What?
And I've built probably like 7 or 8 iterations of various rigs over the subsequent 15 years. And
holy smokes! Okay, damn.
And at 33,
yeah,
I bought a metal one.
Shit. Yeah, at 33. Yes, we did it. Yeah, no, I've only been like I guess sim racing. Well, I haven't really been sim racing. I don't think a lot of people know about this, know this about me, but I really don't know much about this at all. Like, I'm winging everything as I go, dude. Even the stream, like, there's some new like cool feature out every fucking time almost, right? I only very recently got into this fully, like all out, you know. I think I've been like proper. I think I got my D29 a little less than 2 years ago. And I was just sitting here in my chair with the G29, fucking around with a custom wheel on it, which I should never have done. But that's what I did for like a really good long time, until some awesome dude stopped by and dropped a fuck ton of money so I could get some real shit. And I'm hooked. I want to learn everything. I want to do VDC. I want to do proper like real track racing. I want to do all these things, but I haven't really done them yet. I haven't really gotten the experience I probably need to know the things that I need to. But then I have friends like Siba that knows a whole shit ton and has had a wooden rig for 15 years. That's amazing. That is so cool. Wow.
I think you're a very good fit for AC because you lean into the jank.
I do. I totally do. Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Though oddly enough, I am also not much of a car guy. I love cars.
Yeah.
Love cars. Not a car guy traditionally.
Oh, wait, you mean like know the intricacy of it? Intricacy.
Right, so obviously, I'm not, an imbecile. I know how four-stroke engine works.
Right. See, I barely know that, actually, to those who do. Yeah.
But you name drop some company that makes these really, really cool, well-known, like, coilover sets or whatever.
No clue.
Nothing.
Might have seen the logo somewhere. Yeah. I'm the same.
You talk about compression ratios and turbo versus non-turbo engines. Nothing. I know turbo engines have lower compression ratios. That's it. That is it. That is the peak of my knowledge about the matter. Like, I know what the numbers on tires mean, but you name drop a very famous high performance semi slick that's good for track days. Nothing.
Nothing. See, that's actually that's also why I felt like a show like this would be so cool, to like invite people in that knows a whole ton about these things that not a lot of people do.
Due to its openness, AC has actually attracted a good deal of like real
of course. Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
So I just like to make it clear: don't mistake me for a petrol head, because my lack of knowledge will disappoint you deeply.
Yeah. Same.
That said, so many people in this community who know their shit.
It's crazy.
And like know it like religiously. It's
I thank God we get
impressive.
to work with some of them too, and actually create these extremely realistic cars for street use.
I think we've been lucky to have attracted attention from some of these people, that they've taken the time out of their life to like see what's up and stick around, and on occasion when called to, bless us with their expertise.
Absolutely.
So if any of y'all want to be name dropped in episode 2,
let us know. We'll fucking drop your names, man. I feel like this totally works, by the way. Like the show itself. Like I feel like so far so good. I feel like this is actually going pretty flawlessly. Rock the start, but
everybody watching, there will be an exit survey.
Right. We should do the Google Docs.
there will be an exit survey. And if you fail it, you will be banned from Aegis. Okay. That's it.
Good
night.
Right. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching with that gun to your head. We bid you adieu. But no, I think it's a good time to wrap.
Yeah, let's do it. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This was amazing. I am so happy about this and like what this could turn into. And I think both Siba and I is extremely eager to hear from you guys in the Discord, both in his Discord or in Aegis itself. So super excited. And let's see who we can get on the show actually, because like I should probably not have pressed that button, because I think a bunch of queues is queuing up now. Nope. Okay, sweet. Oh no. Okay, well, it's all good. I'm just gonna end the show as it is. Can't wait to see what this is gonna turn into. Thank you so much for being super being here and being present and being a part of it and supporting in the ways that you do. Can't wait to talk with you guys some more about this. Like as mentioned, jump in the community. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you can add. What we can add. I do want to mention this. I feel like this is super important to showcase real fast. We have a help desk. In here, you can actually create new post and click, let's say, feedback or suggestion, and add it. Oh shoot! Hey Siba. That's so cool. That was definitely not meant to happen, but hey, here you are. Thank God you weren't picking your nose, huh? But yeah, you guys can jump on in here into help desk and check those things out, man, and let us know what you think. But yeah, Seba, if you want to say anything, now's the time. Let me do this. Hold up. Boom. Hold the phone. And yep, if you want to let the people know something, now's the time.
Actually, I'm good. I'm not gonna promote my stuff too much. Thank you everyone for dropping by, for giving us a listen. Please do leave feedback.
Yes.
Things like this live and die by feedback. So
True.
We will appreciate positive, negative, everything.
Anything.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we'll be doing this again
very soon. Hopefully. Did we want to try and make it a weekly thing, or what do you think would be possible?
I don't think that I can make that sort of commitment.
All good. We'll figure it out. So this is probably going to be some random every now and then things, which is good. I feel like that's fine. That's very fine. But yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. Peace, love, and harmony. I was Bethuel. That's Seba. Super excited about coming around next time. You guys have a great one. All right, peace.